Welcome back, people. Here is part 2 of the fight between Benitez and Sugar Ray Leonard. Last part 1, we finished at the end of round 8. That might be, I don't know if that's Joe Louis down there. I don't know if he was alive then. That might be Joe Louis. Okay, so this is the start of round 9. And here we go. In the first 8 rounds, we said how Benitez was having a hard time closing the distance on Sugar Ray Leonard because he needed to bend his legs and set up. We'll see if that continues. We said that Sugar Ray Leonard keeps the jab popping out just to keep Benitez unable to set up that right hand. Let's see what he does here. Benitez sets up that right hand, but let's see if he's successful. So Leonard was either stepping away when Benitez started setting up, so you can tell when Benitez is going to set up. Let's go back. Okay, so see how relaxed Benitez is? He's jumping, he's popping around, he's hopping. See how he kind of puts his shoulders down? He gets low, he's getting ready to throw that right hand. Now Leonard knows this. As soon as you see Benitez get low, you see Leonard ready to step back or ready to jab. Leonard steps back again. But he doesn't know when Benitez is coming in, and then he steps out of it, okay? So Leonard knows Benitez's game by now. We'll see if Benitez can do anything to change this or not. We also said that Leonard is using upwards punches to land on Benitez because Benitez is so good at slipping those straight punches just like that jab. He's really good at dipping down. Nice body shot by the Sugar Man. Let's see. Sorry, that was kind of weird. Yeah. Blocks that right body shot. Oh, he punches him in the hand, I guess. Keep in mind, this is a 15-round fight. Notice how Leonard almost exclusively throws the right uppercut instead of the straight right. He'll still throw the straight right sometimes, but he exclusively goes with the right uppercut after the first or second round because he realized that Benitez was just too good at slipping the straight punches, and he noticed that Benitez would always dip down from punches. So you throw the jab, throw the right uppercut. Let's see what happens here. Okay. We got a jab from Benitez. Benitez comes over the top. Okay, let's see how Benitez closes distance here, because for the longest while, after the second round, Benitez had a hard time closing the distance. Let's see how he does it here. See, he does it with a jab. Pops that jab. See, he moves in with the jab. He doesn't do the same old, like, get low, show you the right hand. See, and now he can throw the right hand. And he comes back with the up jab. Perfect. Benitez should have done more of this rather than coming in with that lead right hand. Should have jabbed his way and stayed relaxed. Because Sugar Ray Leonard isn't the guy that's going to run away every time. Like, he wants to fight too. So if he doesn't know the setup, he'll wait for you to come in and fight. And I think if Benitez came in with the jab more often, Leonard would have been more curious to stay where he was rather than step back and avoid that lead right that Benitez kept trying to set up. Let's see, Leonard throws the straight right here or the overhand. I see how Benitez, he just dips down with it. He sees that coming. That's why his name was the Raider, I guess. He sees that right hand coming, dips under. And this is why Leonard was throwing exclusively uppercuts instead of these type of punches. See, there goes that right uppercut. See, he misses. Oh, that was a good timing. He's missing those hooks and those straight right hands to the head if he doesn't throw the uppercut. Okay, let's see. Right hand. Does that land? Let's say I think that landed. Comes back with the left hook, goes under. And then comes back with the, I don't know, they got tangled up there. I think he caught Benitez with the right hand. See, there's that uppercut. There is that uppercut. This is what I said in part one, that Leonard is, he's a coach in a fighter's body. So he's able to coach himself during the fight. I'm not sure how much instructions he gets. Technical instructions he gets from Angelo Dundee. But Leonard is the type of guy that could think for himself. So he grabs the head. Uppercut. Benitez comes back. Nice jabs from Benitez. Ooh, nice punches from Benitez. Benitez is actually doing better in this round than he did in the previous couple rounds. There you go, that uppercut. Someone should do a count on how many right uppercuts that Sugar Ray Leonard threw and landed. There's a lot of different types of fighters. There's guys like Benitez that like to dip low. There's guys that like to lean back. And you adjust your punches accordingly. If Benitez was always leaning back out of punches, Sugar Ray Leonard, maybe he wouldn't throw the uppercut as much. He would throw like a straight right or a double jab, then a right hand to pin Benitez on the back leg. Okay, so boom. Oh, nice jab by Benitez. Right here. Bang. Sugar Ray Leonard's off balance. Let's see how he gets back on balance. Oh, that was pretty cool. Okay, so Leonard is facing this way right now. He's gonna hop back, and now he's gonna come back with a jab. Right hand. And Benitez gets away from those for some reason. He barely got hit with those. Now Leonard is closing the distance. But he's closing the distance with uppercuts. He's not closing this distance with straight punches where he's going to get countered. See, that's a nice change. He threw the overhand right, then the left uppercut instead of the right uppercut, left hook. So he threw the right hand knowing Benitez is about to dip down. Bang. Comes up with the uppercut hook type of thing. And the round is done. $15 rounds. Now, I've never fought 15 rounds. I've only fought 3 rounds. I've sparred a lot of rounds. From watching fights, I think 15 rounds is perfect for a championship fight, because in 12 rounds you really don't get enough time to break down the opponent. Nice, see that? In these 15 rounds, they could take almost the first 3 rounds they could do nothing, and then they still have 12 rounds to fight. So they could start heating up by the 4th, 5th round and then pull it off till the 15th. With 12, if you only have the first 2 rounds, and then it's 10 rounds of fighting, if that. So it's different. What I like about these old school guys is sometimes if they weren't fighting for a championship, they would just do a 10-rounder. They weren't always doing 15 rounds. That was just for a championship fight. Now I think this Benitez is getting more and more desperate now to take over the fight, because he hasn't been doing so good. Too good. Benitez always boxing with a smile on his face. That was awesome. Let's see that again. Even when Ray Leonard thought he had him figured out, Benitez did something new. Okay, so remember in the first round, in the first part, we said Benitez always leans back away from the jab and then dips down. Now he leans back, comes in with the right to the body, and watch this left hand. Boom. Gets Sugar Ray Leonard out of there. And he tries to do it again. You see how Benitez always moves his body, his head. He's always moving. He's never up and down, side. He's always moving. He's always keeping you guessing, like, when is this guy going to go off? Nice body work. Nice uppercut. See how he's always moving? He forces you to think. Even when he's not throwing punches, he's forcing you to be defensive because he might pop off at any moment. I just wish he had a better come forward game. He was really good at being on the back leg. Now he does look more comfortable coming forward. He's feinting again like he did before. See that? He should have popped those jabs. But Sugar Ray Leonard is a great counterpuncher too, so he does make you second guess of coming forward. But Benitez's best style was on the back leg, letting you move forward on him and him dealing with you that way. Always moving, always moving. Oh, there you go. So he actually did better in these last 2 rounds than he did from round 3 to 8. He's doing better now. He had a problem closing the distance in those rounds, but now he seems to be more comfortable closing the distance. Nice time jab by Leonard. Or maybe it's because Leonard isn't stepping away every time that Benitez tries to move in anymore. Maybe Leonard wants to fight now. He's willing to stand there and trade with him. No, there he goes for a walk. You see that? This is really important in fights. When nothing is happening. See, we'll scroll back where Leonard was in his original position. Okay, here, nothing is happening here, so we'll start here. Nothing is happening. They're both just they're moving. Something might happen. Nothing's really happening. They're both a little bit tired. They're still on edge a little bit, you know. So instead of Leonard staying here in front of the ropes and just let him just staying in front of those feints from Benitez, he just goes for a walk, finds a new spot. See something's coming. He just gets out the way. Watch what he does when he finds a new spot. He doesn't let Benitez punch first. Pops that jab. And that's all it takes to get out of a dangerous situation. So a good fighter like Leonard, Mayweather, Ali, all these guys, they can smell when something is wrong and they'll find a new spot and they'll pop a jab from there and they'll go from there. Sorry. But they won't just be a sitting duck for you, waiting, letting you feint them and just sitting there. Find your new spot. If the spot you're in isn't working, you don't like it, just take a walk. Nice left uppercut. See how Leonard's switching it from the right uppercut to the left uppercut now. And that was round 10, I believe. We are going into round 11. That's an interesting water bottle. Benitez always looks like he's having the time of his life in a fight. If he's winning, losing, or either or. He's always just hanging out in the ring. Gotta keep in mind, Benitez, I think he won his first pro title when he's 16 or he turned pro when he's 15. So he's been doing this for a long, long time. But this is when they were both still young, I believe. They were both in their early 20s. But Benitez he started so young in the pro game. See, now Leonard is walking forward. Leonard is one of those guys that could box you from the outside, move away from your power shots, and then when he feels ready, this is what I was looking for part 2. This is what I was excited about. So this brings up together everything we talked about, or I've talked about Benitez trying to close distance and move forward, and Leonard figuring him out. Benitez does his little dance. He bends his legs. He gets low. He moves his head. Leonard pops a jab right in his face. Pop. Right after that, bang. And that was, I think, even though Leonard knocked down Benitez, I think twice, this was like the I got him moment. And this is where I said that Benitez had trouble cutting the distance against Leonard and Tommy Hearns. See, moving, pop, and and then left hook, and now Leonard is moving forward. The thing is, even though Leonard hurt Benitez, he can't just come forward because Benitez is still sharp enough to start countering if Leonard moves forward on him aggressively. So Leonard has to kind of take his time, catch Benitez in some moments, some moments let him off the hook. Because you think you got Benitez wounded, and then he moves back, does some defense, and then he catches you or something. You're like, oh, the tide has turned. Okay, let's see what happens. Benitez always had a smile on his face. Nice framing by Leonard with that left forearm elbow, raising it, creating distance. Nice uppercut. On the inside here, it seems that Leonard is getting the best of Benitez. Leonard always focused. Him and Mayweather have the same stare. Floyd Mayweather Jr. They have the same focus stare always about them. They're never falling asleep in the ring. See, that's why you can't just be overly aggressive against Benitez, because he'll use it against you. And Benitez keeps reminding Leonard of this. Leonard keeps forgetting that he's fighting Benitez, gets overly aggressive, and then Benitez does a sweet move like this. Let's see. Whoa. Duck under. See, he made him look stupid. Smiling. Oh, a nice left hand. Even when he's hurt, even if he's about to get knocked out, Benitez was good with his defense. He just moved his head. Nice left uppercut. Do you see, since round, I think, 9 or 10, Leonard switched from a right uppercut to a left uppercut. He's throwing the right hand more as a hook to the body. See that right hand miss, right uppercut, there you go. Let's see this one again, if he landed that or not. I think that landed the way Benitez's chin twisted. Leonard is waiting for that moment that Benitez just falls apart and where he could just walk in and knock him out, but that doesn't happen. Benitez, no matter how hard he gets hit, no matter if he's hurt or not, you'll see it in his fight against Tommy Hearns. He gets hurt and he still moves out of the way and makes Hearns look bad after. See, Leonard gives him his props. Any other fighter, if it was this far deep in a fight and Leonard was putting that pressure on him, the other guy would be knocked out by now. They wouldn't be able to handle pressure this late in the fight against a sharp guy like Leonard. But Benitez, like I said, he could have both eyes closed. He could be half asleep. And if you come at him, you might catch him with one shot, but you'll miss the second, and he'll make you second guess yourself. Which I think that's his greatest... the great thing about Benitez. I haven't watched too much of his fights when he was older. I've watched most of his fights when he was younger. I'm not sure how he acted when he was older, but when he was younger, you could hit him clean and you'll miss the second shot. He's kind of like a porcupine. A porcupine, if you attack it, it'll shoot the spikes at you. So you can't really... So even when he's hurt, even when he's moving back, he's still dangerous, Benitez is. With his defense, because he'll make you miss bad, and with his counter. And so you kind of, even if you're beating him up, you still got to respect him. You can't just walk in on him. He'll have a surprise for you. Now Leonard looks like the mongoose. He actually looks like Archie Moore right here. How he's stepping in, stepping out, stepping to the side, feinting, finding an opening. He's just not moving straight in. Leonard is going forward, stepping back, going forward, stepping back, stepping to the side, jabbing. This is one of my favorite Leonard performances, though. Nice left hook. Because he figured out how to take away Benitez's strong points. Nice hook. Let's see if Benitez was doing that setup again, if he was bending his legs. So here Benitez is bouncing. See how he sets in? This is where Leonard and Hearns kept catching Benitez. Benitez would be hopping, and then he'll set, bang, and then Leonard caught him. I'm really surprised a guy like Benitez didn't work on cutting the distance. Didn't have different ways to move in. Maybe what he did was just so good he never had to work on that. I mean, he knows how to move forward, but against a guy like Leonard and Hearns, like the top guys, he had problems moving forward or closing the distance. A guy like Benitez, the more aggressive you are, the easier fight it is for him. You need to have brain, skill, and you have to be the complete fighter to beat Benitez, like Leonard was. You gotta be able to push him back sometimes, hurt him, and then move away. Because against, I call it not stupid, but against just a pure pressure fighter, that was Benitez's easiest fight. Because he'll just move his head, make you miss, and then he'll get you. You didn't have to do any work chasing you or cutting the distance. Nice jabs by Leonard now. See, Leonard's always watching that right hand. Like I said in part 1, Leonard gave a lot of praise to Wilfred Benitez's right hand. Watch that again. It's almost too obvious when you watch this fight over 15 rounds. Benitez, he does the same thing. He gets low, and then you don't know what's coming. You know what's coming, but you're not sure. Sometimes he leads with the hook. Here he jabbed. That was good. So he might. Oh, but it wasn't really a jab. He was just feinting. See, if he did this one feint and then popped a jab from there, that would have been believable. But when he does 2 circles with his hands, Leonard knows that this is fake and he's trying to land the right hand. Here, he should have jabbed right hand. Too many fakes. If you fake too long, people will know that you're faking. A fake is only good when a person doesn't know it's a fake. So you fake once or twice, and then you gotta throw a punch. Even if that punch misses, throw it. So if I'm faking a jab, I'll fake it twice, and then I'll actually throw the jab, even if it doesn't land. Because I want you to know that I'm not just a faker. I'm gonna try to hit you. Okay? But if I fake 3 times in a row and nothing happens, eventually you're just gonna be like, oh, this guy's a fake. So you gotta throw something. On the other hand, sometimes you fake, don't throw anything to let them think that you won't, and then use that against them. So it's the chess game of boxing. But if you are trying to attack and you're only feinting to land a punch, fake once or twice and then throw something. In most cases, just so your opponent knows that this guy isn't just faking me, he's actually trying to land a punch. Don't fake too many times in a row, it becomes unbelievable. About round over again now. Round number 13. Got 3 more rounds. The stamina these guys had, the mental focus, the mental clarity is pretty crazy. They fought hard, fast rounds, a lot of punches, a lot of movement, and they did this for 15 rounds. There goes that right uppercut from Leonard. So if you're fighting someone with a head movement like Benitez and you know that they dip down a lot, uppercuts will be your best friend. Jabbing and then uppercuts. That was nice. Let's see what happened here. Oh, actually, I've seen this clip. I clipped this before on my Instagram, but we'll watch it again. This is really good stuff. Okay, so Benitez jabs. Leonard catches that jab, parries it. Throws that right hand. Misses. See how Benitez turns his head before the punch even gets there? But Leonard doesn't care that he missed that right hand, because watch what he does next. Comes back up. I think someone told me that these guys are brother-in-laws. One of them was married to one of the other's sisters. I'm not sure. Okay, this is another timing moment. Benitez comes in with the jab. Leonard sits on the back leg, pops that jab, pops that right hand, catches him, but not very clean.
That was a dangerous.
I think that was the voice of, I forgot his name. Nice jab to the body. See, Leonard isn't just moving in. He's touching, get out. Touch, get out. He knows Benitez has something hit it for him. See? Let's see if he really attacks or he just keeps playing. See, he sets that whole thing up for that big right hand and he still misses. You could tell Leonard is pretty frustrated right now. He set this whole thing up, going in and out, in hopes of landing that big right. Do you see that? And this is round 13 when Benitez is supposed to be dead tired. Ooh, get out of there. I think he catches him though after. See, he misses the hook. Misses the right hand. You see that? Makes him miss again. What is Leonard gonna do? You see that again? He misses that one again. Sorry, I just love Benitez on the ropes. He's a real rope-a-dope. See, Leonard even tries to do this pivot. And this is an intelligent reaction to a pivot. Now, if you see Instagram videos or people teaching the pivot, they do big steps and they do all these big moves that they think the opponent won't see. Watch Benitez's reaction right when he sees Leonard. See, he sees him step. He sees the right hand and the right foot pivot. He steps away. You already know what's going to happen. Bang. And then he makes a miss. So pivots should always be small against a guy like Benitez, a guy that's nicknamed the Radar. Because they'll see the slightest of movement and they'll go away. When you're trying to get someone like Benitez, you want to stay subtle. You don't want to let him know what you're about to do because he sees everything. Yeah, he is called the Radar. He was called the Radar for a reason. You'll see Leonard. Leonard is supposed to be beating up Benitez at this point. He did everything. He cut the distance. He took away Benitez's attack. But like Benitez is supposed to be just like getting hit clean by now, and he's supposed to be almost knocked out. But Leonard can't put that pressure on him. See, look. He thinks he has him because Benitez attacked, and then now Leonard's going for the counter attack. Okay, let's see. Miss. 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 Leonard's like, what's this guy doing now? Like, what am I supposed to do? He just has to collect points. He can't really hurt him. That was a nice left uppercut. There you go. That's what Leonard should have done more of. Jabbing the body and attacking the body. But even then, Benitez is so good at dodging those punches. Nice uppercut, left uppercut. See, Leonard, he's landing the uppercuts, but for some reason he wants to land that right hand. There, he does the same good thing. Comes over the top of the right hand. When Benitez dips down, Leonard comes back with the left uppercut, hook, half punch. Nice. That was... Oh, what did I do? Damn it. 1 sec. Sorry, guys. Let's find this round. Were we here? Okay, I think we're over. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Benitez landed a great punch. Oh, right here, he's gonna land it, I think. Oh, fake. No. Nice, there you go. See here, Benitez, I don't know why Benitez, he's stuck trying to land that right hand for so long of the fight when he could have done stuff like this. He does the same setup for the right hand. Like, he gets low, right? But now Leonard's entire focus is on this right hand because Benitez threw this right hand almost every time. He barely led with the left hook or left uppercut. Bang. See that again. Bang. See, that's why he should have done more. Maybe he was saving this punch till the end. He thought he was going to knock out Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm not too sure. Now Leonard is mad, but he can't get too mad. The respect for Benitez from Leonard is just growing by the minute. You know why Benitez gets all these praises, even though Leonard is winning and he is landing the punches. He can't seriously hurt Benitez. And Benitez always gives him a new trick. So this is why boxing, winning and losing are very important. You always want to win. But a guy like Benitez, he takes away the joy in your win if you're beating him, because you still know that he's better than you for some reason, even though you're beating him. But you know that you still can't get him. And that, I think, annoys a guy like Sugar Ray Leonard, who doesn't really just care about winning, but he wants to know that he really beat you and he's really better than you. He wants to know that he's better than you as a boxer, as a fighter, not just that he walked away with the win. And Benitez doesn't give him that satisfaction yet. Benitez always shaky, always moving. He's never still. When he's still, he's about to attack. See him trying to set up. He moves away, brings in Leonard, pulls him in, sets up. Anytime Benitez does that setup, Leonard still has to respect him. He can't just ignore it because he knows what's going to happen. He has to respect it. I just love Benitez's movement. If you're Sugar Ray Leonard and you're fighting Benitez, how would you adjust to Benitez's style? If you're Benitez, how would you adjust to Sugar Ray Leonard's style? What would you do different than what they're doing? These are questions you could ask yourself to help you become a better strategist in fights. When you're fighting someone, you want to be able to do this type of thinking. See, Leonard was beating, like Leonard's uppercuts were always landing. Bang, bang. Because Benitez always dipped down, so he's gonna run into an uppercut. See? Up jab. Or that was a long uppercut. No matter how hard you hit, Benitez is always smiling. Like I said, this isn't about winning and losing. This is about internally, like, Benitez being better than Leonard. Or not better, but Leonard not being able to fully solve Benitez. And I think that's what Benitez keeps smiling, because he knows no one's going to solve him. But that's what makes Leonard respect Benitez so much, because he knows how hard he is, how hard it is to get him out of there. Is that a net? That was a good right hand. I'm not sure if that landed. See, he misses with that right hand. By now, Leonard's supposed to be landing those overhand rights clean, because Benitez is supposed to be tired, but he still isn't. See, but now Leonard's going to the body, uppercuts. See how now this is really when Leonard put it all together. He has a shoe shining thing that he does where he tries to collect points. But if you notice, he knows that he's going to miss that right hand. Overhand right, work the body, uppercuts, pop, 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 pop. Because he knows where Benitez is going to be. I wish Benitez did some other stuff. Well, that's people say he didn't train much, but I don't know if this is solvable by training. But Benitez should have slipped more to the sides. Should have moved his... Oh, a nice body, a nice uppercut. See, Benitez has Leonard worried so much about his right hand that Leonard is barely paying attention to the left hand of Benitez. Bang, nice. But yeah, I wish Benitez made more angles. I wish he wasn't so lazy with his boxing. Whenever there's a skill, everybody says, oh, this person's good at what other people find hard about this thing. So Benitez, he was good at what other boxers were bad at, which was the defense and the fighting off the ropes. And he was bad at the easy part for other fighters, which was moving forward. I wish he dedicated himself more to the sport and became more all-arounder. Another thing is, this shows that when you're talented in one section, and then you get a guy like Sugar Ray Leonard, I think he's less physically talented than Benitez. But because of that, Leonard is better at, he became an all-around fighter, a fighter coming forward, a boxer moving backwards, a guy that could find angles, slip, defend, everything. But because Wilfred Benitez was so talented at one part of boxing, he might have not felt the need to develop his other sections of his game. I'm rambling. Okay, let's see. I think this fight does not go the full 15, even though it's the 15th round. I think Angelo Dundee might have told Leonard, just get this guy out of there. You see how long it took Leonard before he really pressed the gas like this? It took him 14 rounds. That's a testament. See, look, those uppercuts, he knows Benitez is going to curl down. He's just going to throw those uppercuts. Benitez still looks like he's in the first round with his fakes and his eyes. He doesn't look tired. See, uppercut, left hook, left uppercut. Right uppercut. He if you counted the right uppercuts versus right hands that Leonard threw, you'll notice a big difference on which ones landed and which ones didn't land. See that right hand misses. He missed. I think that one landed. Benitez could be half asleep, eyes closed, like I said, and he'll still make you miss. I think around here something happens. Boat? No. Something very similar to that is going to happen. See, Leonard is forcing Benitez to stay upwards now. He's throwing too many uppercuts. Benitez can't stay low. He can't keep dipping down. See, Leonard is shoveling up. He's shoveling up punches. He's shoveling up punches. He's keeping him up. He's shoveling up like he's working the heavy bag. Shovel up. Benitez is doing the same thing. Ooh, Benitez catches him. I think about here is when it happened. There. That's it. So for the 15 rounds that Leonard was missing those right hands and hooks, he finally gets his revenge. Okay, Benitez lands the uppercut. Under. He throws the uppercut as he's going under. Duran does this a lot, or did this a lot. Antonio Barrera did this a lot, which is going under a punch and throwing a body shot. Okay, now he sees the hook coming. Let's see why this hook is different than the other ones. Did that even land? Oh, he didn't get out of the way fast enough. It bounced off like this part of his head. Not the chin, like this part of Benitez's head. And he's off balance. He's squared up. There's no way he's gonna stand off that. He just sits down. Sugar Ray Leonard shows mercy. He doesn't just follow through the right hand. He could have right here. He could have went boom, bang, but he didn't. He held back. I forget if the fight was stopped. It's insane how Benitez kept fighting on. And that's where see how excited Leonard gets? Now he knows he really beat Wilfred Benitez. He stopped him. He really hurt him. And Benitez is never a bad sport. But that's the win for Leonard. It's not just to get a win. It's to know that he was a better boxer than Benitez. Because Benitez put a lot of doubt in Leonard. Even when Leonard was winning, he would still sometimes be like, Benitez is still really good. I think he had a lot of respect for him after this. And yeah, I really appreciate you if you watched the whole video. I really like doing these type of fights, especially the old school ones, 15 rounders. You get to learn a lot. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And thanks for watching. Bye.